What happens when pride, ego, and legacy collide outside the boxing ring? This wasn't a weigh-in. This wasn't a promo face-off. It wasn't even an official fight. Canelo Alvarez, the superstar of Mexican boxing and one of the biggest names in the sport, reportedly ended up hurt after an unexpected altercation with Terence Crawford. For the first time in a long time, people started questioning Canelo's toughness and composure. Meanwhile, Crawford walked away looking fearless. Fans everywhere started asking the same thing. What really happened? Before any punch was thrown, tension had already been building for months. Crawford had repeatedly called out Canelo, even claiming he could beat him in a real-life fight, not just in the ring.
On the streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it. On the streets, I'm me against anybody. I ain't never going to say another man going to whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
That kind of talk hit a nerve with Canelo. At that point, it stopped being about boxing and became personal. Fans, media personalities, and even other fighters had started criticizing Canelo, calling him washed, scared, and selective.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Everything reportedly boiled over when the two crossed paths at a private event near Las Vegas. Witnesses claimed the atmosphere instantly became tense. They exchanged words, stared each other down, and security quickly noticed things were getting heated. Nobody expected it to explode the way it allegedly did.
Is there anything that scares you, Canelo Alvarez? What frightens you?
Nothing about boxing.
No.
This is what I love.
Yeah.
So.
According to people at the event, Canelo stepped forward aggressively, possibly trying to intimidate Crawford. But Crawford stayed calm. Then suddenly, one fast punch changed everything. Reports claim Crawford landed a clean hook so quickly that many people barely saw it happen. The private event instantly turned chaotic, and social media exploded with rumors afterward. Some reports even claimed Canelo suffered facial injuries and a concussion, though none of it was officially confirmed. Fans were shocked because this was the same Canelo who had shared the ring with elite fighters like Gennady Golovkin and Dmitry Bivol.
Crawford is not a small brother in this fight. Crawford looks like a physical threat to Canelo. If we're looking at it 1-to-1, this is a dangerous fight. I'm telling you all, we can't deny that there is a more level ground when we look at them face to face now, with the physical aspect of this fight being the most dominant aspect of why people feel Canelo would win. I'm saying that now we have to reevaluate this. It's not as far off as we may believe.
After the incident, Canelo's team reportedly went quiet. No interviews, no cameras, no detailed statements. Sources close to the situation claimed Canelo was furious and felt deeply embarrassed by everything that happened. Many boxing fans believe the situation became much bigger than just a random confrontation.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to he walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off. Yeah. So it's gonna be almost the same.
Live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Interestingly, Crawford's camp didn't celebrate publicly. Most people expected viral trash talk and non-stop bragging, but Crawford reportedly stayed focused and professional. Because for Crawford, the bigger goal has always been legacy. Beating Canelo in an actual boxing match would mean far more than any moment outside the ring.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Magimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Meanwhile, Crawford continues building momentum after his dominant win over Errol Spence Jr. Many fans believe Crawford's biggest strengths are his intelligence, timing, and adaptability. He doesn't rely only on power. He studies opponents carefully and breaks them down mentally as well as physically. Supporters of Crawford say the situation proved something important. Skill and timing can overcome size advantages.
100% confident in himself. I don't know why he wouldn't fight me, especially since, seeing that everybody in his team is on steroids, which means including him, so he never got off
You
the
think
steroids.
he's on steroids?
Of course.
For sure.
How does five?
You saw De La Hoya
How do five people out of your camp get tested positive for steroids?
Right.
You know what I mean? All those fucking dudes in that camp are dirty.
The controversy also sparked major discussions about Canelo's attitude and reputation. Some fans accuse him of letting ego take over, while others defended him and claimed the entire story was exaggerated online. Even legendary fighters like Floyd Mayweather Jr. were mentioned in debates surrounding the situation.
I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older.
And
he does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too.
The conversation also reopened old controversies involving failed drug tests and criticism surrounding Canelo's career. People compared the reaction to other fighters like Ryan Garcia, who faced heavy...
You could take a guy like Canelo, this guy could do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
For years, names like David Benavidez and Floyd Mayweather have publicly questioned aspects of Canelo's career and decisions. Now, this latest controversy has added even more pressure. Fans online continue debating whether Canelo is truly declining or if people are simply overreacting to rumors and internet drama. One thing is certain, the boxing world is watching closely.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life, and he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Many fans now believe Canelo needs to respond inside the ring instead of through interviews or statements. People are demanding bigger fights, tougher opponents, and few excuses. And the matchup fans want most? Canelo versus Crawford.
I don't gotta knock him out to beat him. You know, he's never been knocked out before, but he lost fights before. You know, so everybody, you know, that's coming in thinking that I need a knockout to beat Canelo Alvarez is wrong. And that's not the approach that, you know, we take in this fight. If the knockout comes, then it comes. but we're not going in there to knock him out. We're not looking for the knockout.
Terrence, you've said if you win, you feel you're on the Mount Rushmore.
I didn't say if I win.
Okay.
I said when I win.
Well, with that, what is Terence Crawford's legacy with a win over Canelo?
Listen, I already said it. I'm on that mountain. Ain't nothing left to say.
According to reports, Crawford is training harder than ever for the possibility of facing Canelo. People inside his camp say he's in incredible shape and fully locked in mentally and physically.
I can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. I wanna, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't wanna pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're gonna say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he gave you a half shove, how is that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? That little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not gonna be pushing, we're gonna be punching. So it doesn't even matter.
What's making the most noise is Crawford's sparring preparation. Reports claim he's been working with naturally bigger fighters, including light heavyweights and cruiserweights, to prepare for Canelo's size and strength.
Oh, man. Crawford out here body slamming people. Canelo fans are super scared. He filling into the weight. You know he looked like a 168-pounder. That boy looking brolic. Definitely looking big as hell. Hey, September 13th is going down.
Crawford reportedly sees this as much more than a money fight. For him, this is about legacy, greatness, and proving he belongs among the all-time elite. He understands Canelo's punching power is dangerous, which is why his training camp has reportedly been extremely intense. The goal is simple.
Once, we got in the ring, he was so locked in. I was so locked in, there was nothing really to say. We both locked in and we both focused on the task at hand. It was dope. And I appreciate Drake for even, giving me the opportunity to step in the ring with him. I can say that, I sparred under. That's dope.
A little overrated. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
I'm going with Terence Crawford, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
The boxing world remained completely divided on who would actually win a fight between Crawford and Canelo. Some believe Canelo's size and power would...
Canelo Crawford coming up September. What do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford. Good fight. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in the high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
Cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something. In certain fights,
boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height-wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so. No.
Corey, how you got a decision to stop this? Because Bradman and Boozy think that Bud actually might stop it.
Me and Boozy talked about that. That's crazy. Me and him got on the phone, talked about it, but I think that's possible. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think it's a possibility if Canelo get to acting out of line and not understanding that Bud could crack too. So.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
17. Ryan Garcia publicly predicted Crawford could get knocked out. Meanwhile,
Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should try test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out till that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. Black and brown is how you get down.
That's right.
18. Manny Pacquiao also weighed in on the debate. He said Crawford has a real chance if he can maintain his speed while fighting at a heavier weight because in boxing, speed can change everything. 19. Shakur Stevenson has also shown confidence in Crawford's chances. According to Stevenson, Crawford